You're going to pay $819,000 for a $400,000 house, not a bigger one. That one, same square footage, same street, same kitchen, and more than double the price on the tag. Here's the setup so you can check it against your own numbers. The median American home sold for about $410,000 this year. The average 30-year fixed rate right now is 6.65%. Put 20% down on a $400,000 house and you're financing $320,000 of it. Your payment lands around $2,050 a month. 30 years of that is $739,000, plus the $80,000 you already handed over at closing, and you probably walked in with one sentence in your head, the one everybody repeats at every dinner table: renting is throwing money away. Hold on to that sentence. We're coming back to it, and you're not alone if the budget slips. Angie asked first-time homeowners about this, and 41% of them spent more on upkeep and repairs than they expected to. So, why doesn't 800,000 register while you're signing? Because your brain never answered the question it was asked. The real question is owning cheaper than renting? And that one is hard. It needs interest, taxes, upkeep, 30 years of arithmetic. So your brain quietly swapped it for an easier one. Is my mortgage payment about the same as my rent? That one you can answer in 2 seconds. Daniel Kahneman called that substitution. When a question is too hard, we answer a simpler one and never notice we changed it. And here's what the swap hides. Your rent was 100% expense and you knew it. Your mortgage payment feels like the opposite, like buying something. It isn't, not yet. In year one, out of the roughly $24,600 you pay, about $21,000 goes to the bank as interest. 86 cents of every dollar. You're not buying a house yet. You're renting the money to hold one. 3 costs do the damage, ranked by how invisible they are. Number 1, the interest, $419,000 over the life of the loan. That's not a fee, that's a second house paid to a bank for the privilege of not waiting 30 years to buy the first one. Number 2, the bills that arrive separately. Property tax, the average American homeowner pays around $4,200 a year. Insurance, about $2,500 on a $400,000 home. Maintenance. The standard estimate is 1% of the home's value every year, so another $4,000. Together, that's roughly $900 a month, and not 1 cent of it becomes yours. It's rent. It just shows up in 3 envelopes instead of 1. Number 3, the doors. Both of them cost money. Closing costs run 2 to 5% of the price on the way in, and on the way out, agent commissions still average about 5.5%. They didn't drop after the 2024 rule change that was supposed to make them drop. Watch what that does. 5 years in, you've made 60 payments, $123,000, and paid off just under $20,000 of the loan. Sell for exactly what you bought it for, hand over the commission, and you walk away with about $77,000. You put down 80. 5 years, and the down payment came back smaller than it left. Now, that assumes the house didn't gain $1 in value. Usually it does, and that appreciation is exactly what covers this. But that's the bet you're making, and it's a bet, not a floor. Now go back to that sentence. Renting is throwing money away. Add up what actually leaves you. Interest, tax, insurance, upkeep. In your first year, that's around $2,600 a month walking out the door and building you nothing. You never stopped renting. You just started paying rent to a bank, a county, and a roof instead of to a landlord. Do this one in your head right now. Take the monthly number on the house you want. The whole thing, payment plus tax plus insurance plus a line for maintenance. Now subtract the part that actually builds equity, which in year one is a couple $100. Whatever's left is your real rent. Is it bigger or smaller than what you're paying today? Run the full 30 years on that $400,000 house. $80,000 down, $739,000 in payments, around $322,000 in taxes, insurance, and upkeep in today's dollars. That's a little over $1.1 million to own a $400,000 house, and at the end, you own a 30-year-old house. That's not an argument against buying. Owning still ends with an asset, and renting ends with nothing but the years. It's an argument against buying with the wrong number in your head. The people who get hurt aren't the ones who bought. They're the ones who budgeted $2,050 and got billed $2,950. The listing said $400,000. The listing was the smallest number in the whole deal. Next episode, the real cost of owning a dog. Subscribe so you don't miss it.
Frank about money. Keep the gap, get free.